Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Chimmel, the GOAT of ring announcers. And you're listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.
The hell?
Gerard vanished.
Well, no, it cut off the YouTube.
No, sir, not on my end.
No,
Yeah, not mine. It went through.
Well, I figured, damn, if we got cut off, I think Tony's going to kick our ass.
Yeah, he's at work.
Thank God you're wearing a mask so he won't know it was you.
Well, we're also wearing masks because I'm a fool and Jacob, but still, it's almost Halloween. And the doctor is in.
It's, time for...
Are you taking a shit, Gerard?
Nope.
It's time for, the spooky...
Andrade's not going to be there anymore. You know that, right?
According to that, he's still gonna be.
Hey, man, Andrade, he really...
You can still take independent bookings.
No,
You
you
just
can't.
can't take anything that you're gonna be on TV for.
No, he's not. He's not allowed anymore. ICE is coming for Andrade.
Wow.
That's why I'm wearing a mask.
Jesus.
Well, I'll find out next week.
You will. And whenever you bust out, I bet you Gerard's working for ICE.
It's like I want to call the ICE hotline and be like, yeah, so like my ICE dispenser is not working. I don't know what to do about it. It's like this is supposed to be the ICE hotline.
Welcome.
Hey, look out! They'll deport you back to Alaska.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Marks Podcast. I am Dan, joined by the Canadian Dream, Gerard Millette, and finally back where he belongs, Jacob Jacoby McGovern, and the producer of all things Marks, T to the Pizzle, Trips the Light Fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of Andrade, what the fuck is going on with Andrade?
Apparently,
How can we answer? He might not even know what's going on with him.
yeah. I mean, Andrade doesn't know. Dave Meltzer certainly didn't know because first he had no non-compete, but he does have a non-compete, but he doesn't, but he did, and now it's he's not going to be able to compete for a year, and then supposedly now WWE wants him back. So we're looking at the first possible case of someone going from WWE to AEW, back to WWE, back to AEW, back to WWE again for a short period of time, and then now apparently back in AEW, but then now going to go back to WWE. It's beautiful. I mean, books are going to be written one day about this.
Well, and then here's the thing. It comes back down to something that Gerard, myself, you, Trips, fucking Jesse the Body Ventura, Hulk Hogan, everyone talked about. Is it time for a fucking union?
If there's ever a time, now is the time. And the excuse that they say is, oh, they'll just get your spot to somebody else. They can't give spots to other people because guess what? If they could give spots to other people, they wouldn't keep having the guys that they have in the top spots there. Listen, Steve Austin ain't walking through the door tomorrow. Hogan ain't walking through that door. Sting ain't walking through
Jinder Mahal is not walking through
He's
that
not going to
door.
walk through that goddamn door.
They're not walking through the door. They're not.
No, we got Jey Uso, Gerard. Come on, we don't need any of those guys.
I was sitting there and we were having family night yesterday watching wrestling. And as I'm sitting here watching the up and coming crop, thinking who I could show somebody who's just getting into wrestling, who I like and who I can root for, there's nobody. Because right now, if I'm being honest, 100%, I got some shirts coming in the mail of one fucking Billy Goat himself, Will Ospreay. He's my favorite wrestler right now in the business. I love Will Ospreay. I love the way he fucking talks. I love the way he fucking moves. I love everything about Will Ospreay. But he's probably done. Let's call it what it is. His injury, he's probably done. He's not even fucking 40 years old. And we have Roman, and I like Roman just fine. But what do we got? We got fucking Seth and Jay and Big Jim.
Put it this way.
Count out Big Jim.
What we have is a bunch of glorified entertainers. Because in a lot of them, give me the guy that you want to go out and see and actually watch and see.
Jacob Fatu.
No, somebody you want to see wrestle. Not entertain. Give me somebody you want to see wrestle.
El Grande Americano.
I do actually quite
Before I
like.
go out of my mouth.
I do like El Grande Americano.
Which one? Number one, number two, number three?
There's only one.
El Grande. No, there's El Grande. There's only one El Grande, and then his brothers Bravo and Rayo. Bravo and Rayo. The men. I'm glad they brought them into the fold.
No, like right now, if you look at Gerard's hat, it's a fucking El Grande Americano hat, and I don't know why he's giving him so much shit.
Yep.
It's not El Grande Americano.
The Patriots developed a whole team behind the lore of El Grande Americano.
Yep. See, it's like it's like the Hitman. Like for Bret Hart, they did the same thing for El Grande.
How do you know El Grande Americano didn't steal his gimmick from?
Because El Grande Americano's been wrestling since 1901 on TV, but he's been wrestling since the early 1800s.
Oh yeah, on TV.
El Grande Americano was wrestling Abraham Lincoln at his log cabin. He's been around that long.
The short guy or the tall one?
Jacob said something that triggered something for me. He said Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You realize that now that Miss Mercedes Moné won her 11th, 15th belt, she said that she is greater than Bret the Hitman Hart now.
She has 12 of them to her name.
Well, this reminds me of one time my cousin, he got really into acid. And one time he claimed that he developed barbecue sauce, like he created barbecue sauce. And he believed it so much himself that I started to believe it at one point. Because I think if you say it enough, you believe it.
I don't know you can both do that.
If you have that type of confidence, it's great. I mean,
it's great to have that type of confidence. I wish every wrestler had that type of confidence. But in my opinion, you got to have the skill to back it up. And I'm sorry, but unless she's working with top tier, okay.
Thank you, Chayton, by the way.
Thank you, Chayton.
Yep.
Here's my issue. Here's my fucking issue. We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe to get him Art the Clown on Fortnite because apparently it $10 is too much for him. But anyway,
he'll do it.
We'll send you a Build-A-Bear if you can help get Chayton fucking Art the Clown. The thing about Bret Hart is
you still have to pay for fucking Fortnite characters.
Yes,
there's special special.
Yeah, Art the Clown's in Fortnite. Anyway,
madness.
Anyway,
madness.
Fucking Bret Hart could wrestle a fucking broomstick and have a fucking 5-star match. Yeah, Dave, that star system that you stole from Jim Cornette. Yeah, that star system. Yeah, Bret can do that with a fucking broom. In fact, I don't think anybody has been as technically savvy as Bret since Kurt. And since Kurt moving, I think Kenny can wrestle anybody and fucking make it look good. His opinion, but
he used to be able to.
He's hurt. He's banged up and shit. But
before he got his intestines taken out, now he's just. It's pretty sad to see him in the ring. I'm gonna be honest.
It is. But Mercedes has never been. I'm sorry, that great of a fucking such a great star in the ring, in my opinion. That
she had
putting the butts in seats.
You know what she had? She had great people in the ring with her that made her look
exactly.
better.
That's what I'm saying. Like Bret could wrestle anybody and make have a great match.
The old Tom McGee.
Bret Hart once wrestled the British Bulldog who was hung over from a fucking 3-day alcohol and crack binge.
I mean, Bret gave Vince McMahon a fucking decent match, and his fucking the side of his brain was like scrambled eggs at that point. By the time he wrestled Vince.
I'm going to put it like this, okay? As much as people in the end of his life, they don't like the guy. When he needed to, Hogan could even step up and wrestle better than Mercedes Moné.
Why do you feel the need to? And I'm not ill will the dead. Let the man rest.
No, because the next person I was going to say was the match he had with a guy named Johnny Rods.
Yes, Johnny Rods, who famously was the teacher of Taz, I believe. Or one of the Dudley boys. One of the Dudley boys.
And Big Cass, too. Don't forget about that.
You had a guy like him, Hogan, took and put him on the screen and stuff like that. Hogan had a hell of a match with him. I'm saying is, though, it's real easy for this woman to pat herself on the back because she has 12 titles, and 2 of them is glorified.
One of them's made out of construction paper. Another one's an old pizza box.
The stupid thing about this is she wins all these titles, right? Okay, and then she just disappears and then doesn't defend any of them, and then all these promotions don't have a champion. Like it's ridiculous.
So basically, look, and I watch a lot of What Culture, but I've started to turn on What Culture. As much as I love Simon Miller and I like other guys on there, I don't like their biased fucking mentality. Granted, they're not reporters; they're like much like us. They just give their opinions on a lot of stuff. But what I don't like is that they're sitting here saying that she's the greatest thing of all time, and it's not a dislike of her as a person. I don't know her. I don't like her body of work. I don't like the booking of her. I'm not a fan. Okay,
How can you be the greatest of all time when you had the chance to be that way and you walked out the freaking door?
Well, no, I never look. I don't knock her for leaving.
I'm not knocking her for leaving. But the competition.
I'll knock her for leaving. I think the way she left was fucking stupid.
I'm saying
I don't even knock that, Jacob. Go ahead, Gerard.
I will. Yeah, she fucking threw herself on the floor and cried, and because she didn't get her way, and then she left and she walked out.
I was gonna say, is the competition level in WWE to me is much greater. Could you imagine her having matches with Io?
No, okay. So hear me out. That's what I was going to get to. The way Cody left. He waited his contract out, did his thing, and left. Went to the independents, got himself over on a level that no one ever thought he could. Which I think he set the blueprint for people like Matt Cardona, etc. Okay, great. The way she left, I don't have a problem with her leaving. I have a problem with her saying that she's the greatest when you have someone like Io Sky out there, when you have Rhea Ripley, when you have fucking Roxanne Perez, when you have Jacob's favorite Bird Girl, Lyle Valkyria. You say what you want, she's still a hell of a fucking talent. When you have fucking Asuka out there at 40-something years old still killing it, I don't get it. I don't get this idea. She was never competition to them, but has the nerve to go to other places and think, okay, you're wrestling in indie promotions and you're wrestling in a very small pond. The fact of the matter is, Statlander is great. Tony Storm is great. There's some there that are really good. I'm not going to deny that. But the caliber she's wrestling is fucking peanuts compared to what is going on right now in the women's division of WWE. Case in point, look at fucking Sol Ruka.
Let's talk about NXT.
Exactly.
Is AEW women's division better than NXT right now?
No.
And you just had two titles change hands yesterday.
Yeah, both
by a woman that was in AEW that Tony Khan lost.
Yeah, and literally we had two pretty good women's matches yesterday. I'll stand by the women's division on NXT is way better than the main roster right now. I'll stand by that.
I would love to see some of them come up. Like Miss Parker, it's time. She's ready to go.
When you
Last Legend,
I
knew you were going to go there. I knew you were going to go there. Where you going? Last Legend, not a big fan, but she's got a look, and I think she'd be a better monster than what they got going on with Jade Cargill right now.
Well, It depends on how good this new Jade Cargill is.
Well, okay, so and Gerard, we talked earlier today, okay? But after getting off the phone with you, I had more time to think about it. I'm done on this experiment called Jade fucking Cargill. I'm done.
Yeah, they really need to let her go. It's kind of
what I'm saying
this experiment is not working.
If the heel, like I told you, if the heel Jade Cargill comes across 6 times better than the babyface, and she
was a babyface. She was a babyface. It's not just me saying this. We've had other people say this, that we've turned her heel. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best things for Jade Cargill. Cargill, she's a massive woman, big hands, big feet. Much like me, I have big hands, big feet.
If she can do this as the heel, much better than she was as a face. Go back to that bitch character, but without calling herself that. She don't come out and say.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what we should have learned from her, from Jade Cargill up to this point. Okay, I think what we've learned is that there's not going to be a fucking bidding war for MJF. Okay, because MJF will never be able to be MJF in WWE. Just like Jade Cargill. If Jade Cargill can't be that bitch, I don't want a watered down version of what I got in AEW.
Well, here's my thing though. They tried to make her AEW's version of Bill Goldberg, and that's a discussion we'll have in a couple minutes.
We're going to have that very quickly because I got things to say about that, William.
What I'm saying is when you try to make somebody like that and you have less experience than that guy and you train her all the wrong ways and just go out there and say, we're going to give you these matches.
No. It's even worse because he got trained at the fucking power plant. She was trained by some of the best fucking people in the business.
I even thought about that. I was like, the only thing you were missing when Jade in AEW was she's supposed to be the badass. She walked to the ring without any security. Somebody who was supposed to be this monster badass had to walk to the ring.
That was for effect. You know that.
No, I understand it. But
you can. Okay. So let's get into that. Hold on. We're just running through shit right now. Fuck this. Fuck it. So, dear, could you please pull up the quote by one William H. Goldberg, whatever the fuck? Because this is disgusting, and this is case in point why it makes me fucking sick to be an old school wrestling fan, because it's guys like this that ruin the industry, as far as, in my opinion. Again, I have to keep saying it, in my opinion. Nobody else feels like this except for him. Nobody looks at her like this, and you're attacking someone who's paved the road so women can get a fair cut, like you did, Bill. Like you fucking like when you fucked with Jericho, and Jericho fucking would have kicked your ass, Bill. Let it go. I get it. You have a son. You want him to see you as a fucking superhero. What father doesn't? But shit, does it make you come off like a big man when you attack a fucking woman? A woman who could probably wrestle circles around you? A woman that was wrestling men in Japan and whooping that ass in Japan? You would have never made it. Bill would have never made it in Japan. He would have been a young boy for the rest of his fucking life. All right.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
So do you want to read this?
So years later, Goldberg, I guess this is a rehash case. He's already had problems with. He appeared on Real Talk with Mike Burke and has some things to say about the record. And when Mike said streak, like that would never happen, then, quote, they already did. Some girl at WWE. They did it on purpose. I have nothing against the girl by any means, but yeah. The whole WWE experience. I was part of WCW when we were kicking their ass in the Monday Night Wars. I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was just on one of the sides. Now one side dissolves, and the other one consumes everything. So they can treat everyone and everything the way they want.
Did you hear that? Were you muted? I heard you because I'm in here, but...
Yeah, no, I heard.
As she started, it got louder.
Okay.
So here's the thing with this whole situation. First of all, I love the whole they had this girl do it. It's like, first of all, he knows exactly who the fuck Asuka is, because when Asuka had the streak in the first place, he tweeted at her and was like, "Oh, the streak is in good hands." So I don't know where the fuck this is coming from in the first place, but Bill Goldberg is a fucking asshole, and I again, like when he had his whole retirement match, and then he came out a week later and was like, "Oh, there's definitely more to the story that I could tell, but they totally disrespected me, and with my retirement." It's like, dude, they literally gave you a match against the top star for the world title in a main event of a Saturday night's main event. Like, what else did he fucking want?
And this is my issue. Okay, Goldberg was a star from the fucking Attitude Era. Let's just call it what it was. His second run in WWE was nothing to write home about. Okay, and that whether that's booking or whether that's him, his attitude, whatever, it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, when we look at the Bruno Sammartinos, we look at the fucking Ric Flairs, we look at the fucking Hulk Hogan's, we look at the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin's, the Rocks, the one day Roman Reigns of the world. Does Bill Goldberg go on the fucking Mount Rushmore of wrestling? I would say no. What contribution did he really give other than a fucking spear, a snort, a jackhammer, and a ass scratch on the way out?
And he wouldn't have been created if WCW wasn't trying to copy a guy who they originally said would never amount to anything in the business because all he wanted to do was wear black tights and black boots.
The only thing he's ever done is the streak. And again, that match with Gunther was his longest match ever. He hasn't had a fucking longer than 10 minutes. So,
well, and let me to add to what you said, Jacob, that's a very good point. What after the streak did he accomplish in WCW? After he lost to Kevin Nash at Starrcade, which let's be honest, in Asuka's defense, she lost. So Goldberg lost on the main event of the biggest show that WCW was putting on, Starrcade. Okay. Yep. Then Asuka lost clean. So Goldberg can say that he got stuck with a cattle prod. Oh, shenanigans. Every loss that Bill ever had was due to some sort of outside interference. You know what tells me that Asuka's better? She's never bitched. She's never complained. And if you got that next fucking comment from her, ready, let me know. What if she's never bitched? She's never complained, and she lost clean to Charlotte Flair on the grandest stage of WrestleMania. Wasn't even the main event.
One thing people don't talk about: Bill Goldberg's very first match, he lost to a guy, Bill DeMott.
He didn't lose to Bill DeMott. He beat Bill DeMott.
Very first match was the dark match at a house show.
Oh.
Very first one, he lost it. He was in there for training purposes. He lost the first match. Then he went on a streak. This match wasn't on TV.
So I want you to play or pop up that next quote, and if you'll read that for us, dear.
So Asuka's response via Twitter: Goldberg's comments about me are all over the news right now, but honestly, I'm not bothered by it at all. What he said came from his own perspective, and that's fine. So there's really no need to make such a big deal out of it. Listen to my philosophy. It's not about what I accomplish. It's about what I try to create. Philosophy and vision, that's where the real value is. I don't find meaning in anything without beauty. I've achieved every record, every title, but those are just milestones. What really matters is opening a new era, creating the moment that separates before Asuka and after Asuka, having the power to change an era. That's where true value and beauty exists. I don't chase records or championships. They're the ones that come to me. There is not enough art in this world.
You know what that means to me right there? Wins and losses are for the fans. That's what that says to me right there.
You know, that just hit me with something, and it just hit me what she's done for this business, for wrestling that we love. How many weeks have we gone on here and said that Io Sky is the fucking wrestler right now? Like, she is the number one in-ring wrestler right now. How many times have we gone back and forth that Io Sky is just pulling double duty as far as just in ring, out of the ring, even so far as to say that one of Gerard's biggest things about them understanding perfect English is blown out the water because she's so damn good. We wouldn't have Io Shirai if it wasn't for the teaching and the doors being not just open, but burst open, knocked off the fucking hinges by someone like fucking Kana-chan Asuka.
Well, yeah, and it's crazy too, because like Io's been in the company now, for like, I don't know, like 7-8 years now, and like she's just now like getting to the point.
I wouldn't even. It hasn't even been that long. It can't be, because remember when she was Shirai, it's only been okay.
20. I think she came in like 2016 or something like that.
Really?
I think so, because she came in around like the first, I think, Mae Young Classic, and that was like what, 2016,
Maybe.
2017.
What she just showed right there, like I said, she just showed right there, wins and losses don't mean nothing. She's there for the business. Keywords. She's there for the business.
Let me ask you
like
something.
Goldberg saying what he said, he was there for himself.
You know this shit like I know this shit. Jacob's younger, and someone knows more than she likes to lead on, but she knows more than. But what do you think of someone that's ever come into this business and basically tried to be like Bill, or wanted to be inspired because of Bill, or took the path of Bill?
I've never heard anybody say
Javon Evans. When I see Javon Evans wrestle, I really see a lot of Bill Goldberg's influence.
I've never heard anybody
he jumps off the
say,
top rope. Ugh.
My inspiration to be a professional wrestler was Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to utter that sentence, and if they will, it's probably going to be a joke, like that joke Gunther cut that one time. He's all like,
"Think about it like this.
I don't think you're anyone's favorite wrestler."
Hey, Bill, your star got blown up at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar when you decided to walk out of the company.
Well, and look. As far as I'm not knocking the man, the fact that he got in that ring, he performed, he was a big star. But what kills me is he's got the nerve to. No one's mocking him for his football career being over, but that was his true love, not wrestling. He was here because it was a paycheck, and there are some people that are like that. But if you want to talk about his contributions and how over he was and who deserves what, when the fucking referee is more over than you You have no right to sit there and criticize someone like Asuka.
Here's a question for you.
There's something else?
Did the people he wrestled put him over more?
Yeah, just ask William Regal. What do you got?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when William Regal fucking took him to school, like, that was probably the end.
That's why William got fired.
Yeah, like, that was the end of his credibility in ring anyways, but, like, the fact that Goldberg, it's just, I'm 100% convinced Goldberg's doing this just to get headlines. It's so fucking obvious because, again, no one cares about Goldberg in 2025. No one cared in 2027. No one cared in fucking 2017 when he came back and fucking, won the title and shit. But
no, I was pissed off because why would you take the title off of Kevin Owens, who we still have that image. You can put that up. The inspiration for the greatest image on this program. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead.
So she just tweeted, memories are constantly being overwritten by events happening in the present. The only thing that remains universally in memory are the firsts, or those who paved the way are etched in memory. However, I think even without those records, if your life afterwards is fulfilled, jealousy and malicious thoughts won't arise. I often think about my future as one of the top game collectors. I'll have nostalgic arcade games in my possession, surrounded by the things I love, immersing myself only in what I enjoy. The ultimate bliss and joy await me. I've been preparing for that, especially for Japanese women wrestlers. I've paved a path of hope. From now on, I intend to open up paths that will serve as hints and strength for what comes after their wrestling careers. Still, I have so many records that my attachment to each one has been diluted, and I've lost my fixation on them. Maybe that was for the best. First, I'll bring Kyrie with me.
So I played a montage of that for her last night, and they go to right. Am I wrong to say that?
What?
That her and Kyrie Sane are beautiful together.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because and little known fact to some of you here, Trips' favorite wrestler from now and since the first time she ever arrived, and we're talking about a woman that was at WrestleMania 17 when the Hardys tore the house down, but her favorite wrestler will always be
Tony Garea.
Doink the Clown.
Repo Man.
yeah,
Kyrie mother flipping Sane.
The Pirate Princess. Always.
So just and again, like the evolution that these women have done, like I think, and I'm proud to be the one on this thing on this program, along with the wife. Look, we know that Jacob, his catchphrase is we know that that's just Jacob. He's young, he's impulsive, he thinks with his dick, it's okay. I know that Gerard is a fucking fundamental old school wrestling fan. So to win him over, that took time. But I have been propagating the women of wrestling since this fucking program started, and it's so good to see where they are, and it's because of women like fucking Asuka. I go back to watching her face fucking grown-ass men before everybody got to see this clown makeup that y'all see now that just debuted at the Royal Rumble a couple years ago. She was doing that as Kana in Japan. She was paving the way. So Bull Nakano, big fucking Japanese wrestler, big deal, had the giant hair. Her and Medusa had some epic fucking brawls, but they never took women seriously. Just like when things changed, the evolution of wrestling, they went to high spots. We're trying to find a medium, what wrestling's supposed to be. She's going to go down in history as one of the most influential women of all time. We talk about...
Dan, isn't she a single mother also?
And she's over, I think she's 40 something.
Yeah, I think you were saying she's a single mom too, so that makes it even more impressive.
The fact that she does all of this, never complains. She doesn't put her personal life out there. She just goes out there, and I think it's because of her we have the future of wrestling. Look at someone like Stephanie Vaquer. And I know she's not got the biggest highlight right now, but fucking Julia, who I will sing her praises forever. I love Julia. I think she has the ability to be so great. People like fucking Io Sky. Hell, even the fucking violence that Rhea Ripley brings out. We talk about the women that changed wrestling, right? We talk about shit like fucking Paige. We talk about fucking Emma. We talked about...
I'll give you one right now. Where did this come from? Maxine Dupree. Where has this come from?
I told you that was going to happen, and none of y'all want to believe me. Fuck both of y'all.
I wasn't expecting that either.
I want my fucking flowers. I want fucking praises. I told you that.
I'm just saying is the fact that
There's a tall
you
woman.
know what the sad is? What they've done with Maxine Dupree is better than what they've done with Jade Cargill.
And yet Jade Cargill can't fucking hold a candle to that. How much fucking improvement is Maxine Dupree hit?
Yep.
Now, could it be the person she's in the ring with? Absolutely. Her and Becky? Could it be Becky?
Stompers.
I'm just saying, could it be her? Absolutely. But it's been entertaining.
I don't know how I would have fired Lyra after that if I was on the team. I would have been like, listen,
Then you'd have to buy Seth too with his fucking Mario Bros.
Yes, I agree. I would have fired Seth multiple times over, but that was just the last straw where she did the fucking turn. And these are my Becky Stompers. And like the crowd, you could hear literally like someone fart in the crowd. It was horrible.
You know, and we got a Saturday's main event coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Then we'll have Survivor Series at the end of the month.
Which we'll talk about that in a second. But I want to talk about the thumbnail, because on the thumbnail I have Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman, and fucking Braun Breaker, and I have to take something back. It's very hard for me to apologize, but Bronson Reed has really won me over. You know, I thought he was just a big guy who didn't look like what a fucking. If we're going to talk about Maxine Dupree, we got to talk about Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed has fucking. What's going on, Omega?
Oh shit, Omega.
Bronson Reed, man, he has become a viable threat. He doesn't look like a little bitch. When he hits that tsunami, it looks like he's fucking caving your chest in.
Because he probably is. I mean, I can't imagine that there's a way to fucking really kayfabe that.
You know what I would love, and you might think I'm crazy for this, but could you imagine Bronson Reed with somebody, never mind a Paul Heyman, a guy like El Mando Alejandro Estrada?
Everybody listen to me.
I'm saying.
I mean, that would be beautiful. I mean,
because in a way, when you see these guys lately in Paul Heyman, because Paul Heyman is so drawn out, he does everything so slow.
Yeah.
These guys want to run through brick walls. They're locomotives. They're full steam ahead. And it seems like sometimes it's like, okay, they got them with the wrong guy just because of how their energy level is way up here.
Okay, but let's talk about that, okay? Let's talk about, because we talked about yesterday, me and her, Paul Heyman, am I wrong when I say this, the greatest manager of all time?
Nah.
Okay. Look, I love Bobby, but no one, let's talk about the amount of work in this business and what he's done. Nobody has touched
in this century. I'll give you this.
Don Callis.
This century? No, this century? Yeah.
No, I want you to listen to me. Bobby was great for his era. And in that area, that was great. Paul had learned from the Grand Wizard. He learned from Freddie Blassie. He learned from Albano. He also learned from fucking Bobby. Well, and he made himself the great. Look, Bobby's great. Bobby would be number 2 in my book. But no one's going to tell me that Paul is not the greatest manager of all time.
I don't know, man. I put Don Callis up there.
With
man.
the guys
Don
that
Callis,
you just said,
he's winning.
I think you Jacob will understand this one. I'm hoping he does. The problem right now is what makes him look so good. He has nobody to go against. Where the guys you just mentioned were all fighting each other.
Agreed, but no one.
These guys are going back. Like Bobby Heenan had Jimmy Hart, Slick.
Just like, but Heyman had Cornette, and he showed that he could compete in that era. But what I'm saying is,
Heyman last and Cornette hasn't.
Cornette has last. He just
no. What I mean is, he's not out at ringside and stuff like that.
Because Cornette, here's my opinion on that. And I love this. I love this discussion. I'm glad y'all are here for this. And I want you to jump into this one too, because everybody has an opinion about both of these guys. I lovingly refer to him as the Jew. He's the fucking, like, he's the rabbi. He's the motherfucker. Everybody loves Paul. Paul had a willingness to change. He was willing to roll and evolve as wrestling changed. Go back to some of his ECW promos where he said wrestling had become the equivalent of hair bands, and wrestling needed its version of Nirvana to come and hit it and change the game. He did that. he rolled. He was able to conform and find a way to make his style work. Okay? Cornette was so stuck in his old school mentality that he couldn't. Now, I love Cornette's idea that, like, look, wrestling needs to feed off its history to become pure again. And I'm so sick, and we're going to talk about the fucking fish tank thing in a little bit because that's some fucking horse shit. Anyway, composure. Paul was willing to change. Jim was not. And I love Jim Cornette. Trust me, I think Jim Cornette is, even if he's a fucking hardcore liberal, I still think he's fucking one of the greatest minds wrestling's ever known. If y'all disagree with that, fine. What you got for me?
I'm saying is, so you're saying is Cornette didn't want to change with the times.
Yes.
He wanted, okay, that's fair for That's fair for that, because if you hear him talk sometimes.
See that? Hold on, I want this to be known. What episode is this? 48. Episode 48. I shut Gerard up.
What did I say?
Fair.
I said it's fair.
Ah!
I said it's fair.
The Paulrus is definitely one of the greatest of all time. I put him up there. I think I would say I always go for Bobby as number one, but I'd say Paul. He's getting there, close and close. I think this run with Braun Breaker and the Braun Bronze is gonna solidify that either way. But man, like you said, Bronson Reed. I've always sung his praises. I've always known that he was good. And I was pissed when they released him the first time. Then he went on that great run.
Do you know why they released him? This is the thing, and it goes back to my dislike of one VKM. They released him because he didn't want to get his tattoo of his wife covered up.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Hey, by the way,
he was going on a great run in New Japan, and I was loving that. And then he came back. Like, I was loving his run in New Japan to the point where when he came back,
was fucking great.
Yeah, I was loving that run so much to the point where when he came back to WWE, I was kind of pissed. I was like, shit, he should have just stayed, because I had no faith that they were going to do anything with him.
So I was speaking of VKM. What do you got, Gerard?
Let's talk about his court case.
You mean he looks like fucking Paulie Walnuts now?
Reverse Paulie Walnuts hair going on.
Yeah, pull up the fucking reverse Paulie Walnuts he's got going on.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
He's a trendsetter.
What I was going to say is, I
at
don't
the
know.
time, I would have been that for Halloween.
Well, you know that Vince puts a little bit of himself in all the characters, so he is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. Fucking.
I mean, he looked like a skunk, but
Yes, the reverse correlative will going on.
Yeah, correlative will. There you go. What I was going to say.
That is yes, please, yes.
Woo. Yes. How many people?
He looks insane.
My question was.
That's his defense. He's gonna plead insanity.
How many people?
What else is there? But he looks horrible.
The plea bargain he made after this accident in Connecticut.
Yeah.
The people who came out and condemned the plea bargain. I'm like, wait a minute. A plea bargain like that can be for anyone if you have the money for the lawyer.
Well, and not only that, I don't like to defend Vince, but I'm going to put it like this. If I just got a text message driving my fancy car, Gerard has passed away, I'm going to be pretty fucked up. I'm going to be a little emotional. I'm going to need to pull the fuck over.
The guy that made your business.
That happened when Hogan died, right? I forgot about that.
No, the guy that made your business what it is today. You find out.
Well, it's not even that. They were, look, say what you want. They were together for fucking 40 years.
10 consecutive.
You know,
like I said, Hulk Hogan made the WWF. No doubt about it. Vince and him had a business falling out. There's nothing to say they still didn't talk as human beings, but they had a business falling out.
Look, it came crashing down, and he hurt inside.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's a man, all right? He couldn't let it slide.
He had to be a man. It didn't help to hide.
You hurt his friends. And it hurt his pride.
You hurt his pride.
He had to be a man, but then his car slid.
Because at the end of the day, courage is the thing that keeps us free. But Listen, I saw him walk into that courthouse. The guy's going to have a size 18 shoe on a 6'1" body. Either that or his feet or he had his duck fins going on that day.
Or he stuffs his shoes with socks.
Oh my God, his shoes are like that big. But and then you get this one report: fans waiting for Vince outside his arraignment. 4 people. 4 people waiting for him because it was so. And he, in his defense, he went over and signed the autographs and stuff like that. But
I would make him sign like one of those, those like turds, like that you give to dogs, like one of those inflatable dog toys. Just be like, come on, buddy.
But
Sign him up.
when it's something like that, okay, he made a human mistake. You know what?
I'm not upset about the car wreck. I'm not upset about the car
what I
wreck.
was gonna
I have
say
other things I dislike him about.
Hey, it's like any husband who goes to work. Well, his wife's at home pregnant. He finds out, my water just broke. I'm driving the same way to get home.
He drives like a fucking idiot, from my understanding. But that's not the point. I can understand if something tragic like that happened. I get that, but it's not the car. Again, why are people focused on the fucking car wreck? Everyone's fine. No one got injured.
That woman got a brand new car out of it too. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Can we focus on the fact that he just looks like a fucking melted candle now? Like it's horrible. Like it's just like it's uncanny valley type shit.
No. Hey,
Really
have you ever
important.
seen the movie Gremlins? Stripe in
Right?
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, in addition to the car wreck court case and his sexual impropriety court case, there's a third, right?
Polly Walnuts is coming for revenge.
That there is a lawsuit with the shareholders based on how he handled.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Ever.
Which, because they're still trying to say he should have sold it to another company that we could have got. Which I tell you right now, I don't think TKO/WWE right now, after all the contracts they just signed, is hurting for money.
Okay, so you know what? Back to the Vince part of that. I think that he did. I think he was trying to fuck everybody over. I think he thought that Ari Emanuel was his fucking friend. I think Nick Khan, Nick Khan played this man. How did the fucking Penguin do it in Batman Returns? I played this city like a harp to hell. He did it. He did him dirty. It got his ass out of there. And I think now and as much as I don't like Vince, I don't like Vince McMahon. I miss Vince's fucking practices. I miss his business fucking acumen, because at least I didn't have to spend fucking
his goddamn ticket prices.
I literally had to sell one of my nuts to get tickets to a fucking show. Had ice pack on my fucking nuts last episode over it. No, but
Thanks, Vince McMahon.
Thanks, Vince.
No. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Nick Khan, because like you said, see, the thing with Vince had a thing to where there's got to be sections in my buildings that are family affordable. Now, they could be the first tickets gone.
Unless your name's Gerard and you get in fucking free, dick.
No, absolutely not, because there is no more such thing as a comp anymore for WWE. No such thing for comps no more. Because they're going to be in Utah this week, and I call somebody to see if, for my kid, and there are no more. But he wanted.
Oh, is that why Bret Hart didn't get a seat?
Oh yeah, he had at least 2 sections family affordable, which was first come, first serve. So he couldn't. So people were like, "What? No, I put them out there. Not my fault. You didn't get them."
Well, so no, but fucking homeboys are from fucking Walt culture. Basically, went to fucking WrestleMania a couple years back. I'm not gonna say it was like last year. It was like I want to say 35-ish, $300, and those are for decent seats. You look at the prices now for WrestleMania; it's $1,000 a person.
Yeah, look at the 2-day pass. I think they started at $850 for the 2-day pass.
And that's starting out.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
talking a pipe blocking half your fucking view and a pissed off homeless guy who happened to sneak in the building. You have to fight off with a fucking fork.
Well, here's the other problem too, is, and you guys might understand this, is Ticketmaster ain't helping.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You can buy $100 ticket. You can get $100 ticket between the fees and all that shit. Now it's $250.
Well, for me and my dad back in the day to go to WrestleMania 26, it was like $200 for the nosebleed seats plus WrestleMania access. So I got that included too. And that was only like $250, and that was just for 2 people. and that was back in 2010. And it's just now it's fucking ridiculous. I saw because Halloween Havoc was in Tempe, Arizona last night, and I was looking at the prices for that, and it was like fucking $80 for the cheapest ticket, and it was like, what the fuck? Like this is NXT,
that's not bad. But hold on, Gerard, listen to this. I would love to say that I would like to go to AEW. The tickets are definitely cheaper, but the fucking hepatitis you're going to get after fucking contact from the blood in that match.
Oh,
you know,
I was mostly drunk at the AEW shows that I went to, so I couldn't really pick up on the smell or anything. Because if I would have, I probably would have left. But you know, from the 2 AEW shows that I've been to by myself, they weren't bad. I got down to mostly the front row.
I want to get to that, and Gerard, whatever you're going to say on the WWE thing, cool. Let's rock.
Real quick though, the only thing I'm going to say is they're trying to build themselves as the 5th major league sport. Does that mean the prices are trying to finally catch up with the other 4 major league sports?
I don't believe that. I believe that what it comes down to is that the UFC is not getting the money that they think they are, you know, and they're again, we found out they're what, $4 billion or $1 billion in the fucking hole or some shit like that. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it ain't going through. Never mind.
So fucking UFC. If you took your fucking digital screen back there away, it would come up.
Oh, okay.
So the UFC, from my understanding, I could be wrong. This is what I believe I've read, is hemorrhaging money, and so they're trying to make that up on the back end as far as like WWE, which is whatever. I get it. What the fuck are you? That means Gerard is no longer going to be on the program. Next week, we're going to have a Muppet. He'll do the same job for half the price. But no, what I do want to talk about is this fucking match between Jon Moxley, who, look, say what you want. He can wrestle. The man can wrestle when he fucking wrestles. He is a good talent. Him and Darby Allin. And this is what I'm talking about. I can understand fucking a hardcore match or a last man standing match being in the undercard, being in the mid card, whatever. But you're promoting your fucking one of your last matches on the show, and you're sticking a guy who's fucking 80 pounds soaking wet wearing boots in a fucking fish tank and trying to drown him on live television. What the fuck?
Let me ask you this.
Well, you don't like hardcore wrestling, Dan?
If it was reversed, where Darby was drowning John.
No, I don't want to see it.
That's all I'm just asking.
So, it goes back to the fucking when they were sticking tacks in people's mouths. It goes back with and I know that
needles in the neck,
the fucking syringes and shit. Look, there was a guy in the fucking Indies called Necro Butcher, and he
he's
used
the MAGA Butcher now. Don't you dare disrespect the MAGA Butcher.
He used to take fucking fluorescent light tubes to the fucking head. They used to wear thumbtacks on their feet. They used to do this shit, and it's stupid, and it promotes ignorance. And as much as I hate to be that guy, and I hate to fucking say thank you, fuck you, bye. What was that?
What?
Oh.
No. Don't let him fucking fool you. One of his favorite matches of all time is Vampiro versus Penta, where they use nothing but thumbtacks on the ground, beat each other to death with fluorescent light tubes, and then set the table on fire.
I want you to hold on, Jacob.
That's one of my favorite hardcore.
Jacob, matches. Hold on, Jacob. I want you to hear me when I say this, because no. Hear me out. When it's done sparingly, and when it's done to fucking end a story properly, that match between Vampiro and Pentagon Jr. at the time, and you love that match, by the way.
I didn't say anything about it, but I'm not.
The issue I have with that is that was done to end a blood feud. It was like, oh my God, we cannot go any further. And, when you talk about Ian Hodgkinson, when you talk about Penta, that match is what made Penta go over and made him a fucking star in this country. They literally did this match, and the payoff is nothing. The Death Riders, if it was the end of the Death Riders, I can go, okay, so it's a conclusion. But it's not, because literally the next week you have Darby's little ass come on TV and say, as long as the Death Riders are still here, I'm still. It doesn't make sense. Make the violence make sense. Okay.
Let me ask you this. So, and Jacob, Jacob, you weren't born for this, so you've probably seen it 1,000 times. But WWE never carried on the Mick Foley Undertaker angle after Mick Foley went off that cage. Okay, because was it supposed to happen? Yes.
When he was thrown off, yes, but when he went through, no.
The way everything was done, we as fans, as it was happening, it was holy shit. Did we want to see it happen all the time? Hell no. Because if it happens all the time, you're going to see a guy die in that ring.
I agree with that. But
even Paul is to die in the ring, I don't need to see that.
No. And you have little kids who look up to fucking Darby Allin.
Yep.
Now, I hate being that guy, but ECW...
just don't watch. Just don't watch, Dan.
Turn the channel.
I can't. Yeah, just change the channel.
No, listen
up.
to me.
Kids were asleep at that time.
ECW.
Yeah, it was after midnight.
ECW, for all their fucking flaws, never put this kind of shit and made it mainstream as far as like, oh my God, it's the match. The worst they've ever done is they put Ian and Axel Rotten in a fucking Kumite fucking glass knuckle fight, whatever. It was stupid. Paul's even said it was stupid.
And ECW doesn't market towards children and shit. Like ECW never had mainstream action figures. ECW doesn't have fucking AEW this past Wednesday had a fucking deal with DC. They had fucking all Batman and fucking Superman.
And that's exactly, Jacob. That's what I'm going with. You have fucking DC superheroes all over your fucking program, and it goes back to the idea that know your fucking audience, read the fucking room. It doesn't need to go that far. I get it. Look, blood. I don't mind blood in a match. Yes, in the right scenario, it works. Perfect example: Gunther versus CM Punk at SummerSlam. That blood really just got it over. Even further, Bret Hart versus Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13. The blood made that match. This is just stupidity for stupidity, and now you have someone, no offense, who I consider to be my favorite wrestler, whose probably career is fucked and done because of stupid shit like this. And you know who else agreed with me on that? Le Champion, when he told Will Ospreay years ago, you need to stop doing the stupid shit you're doing or your career's going to end when you're fucking 30.
You know, whoever thought that at the time it was a stupid gimmick, but it was a harmless one. Remember Buff Bagwell's mother in a cage?
Scaffold, sir. I'm sorry, on a forklift. It was Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Judy Bagwell in a forklift. Why can't we just do something stupid like that?
Hashtag I love stupid wrestling.
Mama Benjamin. Remember Mama Benjamin? Like, that was a good time.
Mama Benjamin versus Judy Bagwell on a scaffold match.
Oh, my God. It was, you know, and that was some Vince Russo, by the way. That was some Vince Russo crap.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, duh. Fucking Viagra on a pole match.
Yeah. But when it comes to this kind of stuff is, as we saw with John Cena and AJ Styles, if a match is done the right way, do you need all that crap? No.
No. And that match was perfect for them, in my opinion, because they played. It was a story being told in that match with their greatest hits. It was John going down his greatest opponents using their moves. When he hit when he was going to go for the fucking stomp, or the kick, the punt, when he hit the RKO. I mean, it was
beautiful. Hey, listen. You know what the problem was? He gave the skull crushing finale better than the guy who gives the skull crushing finale.
Well, the skull crusher finale was stolen from the guy who made that move fucking amazing. And even though I don't like his ass, the last outlaw, fucking Jeff Jarrett. That's the stroke.
Remember when Jeff Jarrett was beginning of this year when he's like, "Oh, the last outlaw is gonna have one more run, and I'm gonna go after the AEW World Title." And then
how long did that last?
Fucking never appeared again.
Well,
it's like even Tony Khan knew that was fucking dog shit.
I'm gonna say, so what we're looking at in professional wrestling nowadays is you're trying to get the shock factor to get the people in. What can you do in AEW's right now trying to do what can we do that hasn't been seen before that brings people in? Here's the problem.
STD storyline.
You don't have the crowd you had back in the
public executions. That's all. I don't fucking know.
You don't have the crowd you had back in the. Listen, it wouldn't be surprised to me to see a hanging noose in an AEW show at this
They
point.
did that shit. They had fucking. They had.
That's how, that's how
I'm
John
talking
Moxley
about,
lost
I'm
the
talking
title.
about actually hanging from a rafter kind of hanging noose.
Well, to
Not
be fair,
from
the Undertaker did that in Hell in a Cell.
Big
remember?
Boss Man style.
Yeah, and I'm just saying is people will legitimately watch good wrestling over crap.
And a perfect example, because I know that Cowboy Adam Page is Jacob's favorite wrestler. He had a classic with fucking Samoa Joe. That was a good match. And it ended with a fucking. It ended the right way. And you have Joe turn. No one saw that coming. So we got the fucking king of television back. Fucking.
Really? You didn't see that coming?
I didn't see Samoa. At the beginning, I didn't see Samoa Joe turning. Because the
I
ops
saw
is
the
so.
whole match. I was like, oh, this is
The ops
no
are
way.
so over right now. Like people love
Hobbs,
Will. They like Hobbs. They love Joe, and they love
These
him
fucking
being.
names, man.
Oh,
These names.
what he said Wednesday night, because they were in San Antonio, and he comes out and Joe says, "Hey, where are all my fat women? Because Hobbs needs some loving."
Yeah, that was great. That was see.
Joe
here's the
is
thing.
money.
Here's the thing, and this is really unfortunate because again, this is going to get the crowd to turn on Hangman because this is what happened the last time he was fucking champion. Because if you put someone who's better than you at every single facet and any single like everything that has to do with this business, you're going to lose because again, Joe is money. And I don't know why, like, again, I think they should have just put the belt on him anyways, because I can't stand the same goddamn promo from Hangman. The way he awkwardly holds his belt when he's talking, it's fucking weird. Everything about him pisses me off, and I don't like it.
Would Hangman be better as a heel?
Yeah,
No.
he
He was absolutely 100% better than heel.
way better as a heel because he just looks like a smug douchebag, and I don't like him. And it's just like it's Samoa Joe is a likable guy. You can tell that.
But I'll say this: you have more of a chance of getting what you want in AEW. You have more of a chance of Tony Khan going, "This is what the fans want. We're going to get Joe with the championship."
They need to do something about these names for these stables.
You know, we can go back to
the demand.
You will not talk about the Don Callis family. You sit your ass
BKM
down.
said that many years ago. If I gave the fans everything they wanted, I'd be broke.
Bullshit.
No, he said it. If I give the fans everything they want, I'll be broke.
You have to build up to it, and I get that. And again, right now, perfect example. WWE.
You want to know why he said it like that? Because once you give them what they want, where do you go?
You're telling the story though, but that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, Tony Khan gives the fans what they want every week. Where do they go?
If there's enough demand for something, that you should give it to them.
But you have no buildup.
No. That's what I'm saying. You should build it up. I'm in agreement there.
The greatest one-time matches ever. Okay, what do you go from?
Well, hear me out. Like right now in WWE, we have a situation. And I think that they need to pull the fucking trigger, piss or get off the fucking pot. Drew McIntyre needs to go over. At Saturday night's main event, Drew McIntyre needs that belt. I'm sorry.
If he does not, then he is done permanently in this company. It's like when we're in the same situation when Kevin Owens was challenging for the belt.
Same as fucking Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And what do you do for Survivor Series?
It's like how many times can this guy challenge for the fucking world title before you just give it to him? I mean, and again, I don't even like Drew, but this is a situation where like,
but he's
unless they're turning, unless they pull off some type of elaborate double turn here, and Cody turns heel and Drew gets over somehow.
We've had moments of Cody doing that, but look, Drew has he's earned that spot. He's shit talking, his fucking memes and shit. That fucking bored at work thing is still fucking hilarious. Look. Say what you want about Drew. Guy has fucking chops and he's funny. He can fucking wrestle. And he's not Seth Rollins.
Put the belt on him. It really wouldn't hurt because he really hasn't had a run with the belt in front of an audience
since
ever,
COVID.
So yeah, so it's I think it's time. I mean, especially if they're trying to do the story with Randy Orton too. So then boom, then you get a triple threat match out of it. So it's like I just think I would put the belt on Drew, but I feel like if they're putting the belt on Drew, then I feel like then they're gonna put that fucking world title on Jey Uso, and I think
they're gonna turn Jey Uso heel and he's gonna win the title.
No, they're gonna give it to Punk. Remember, it's gonna be Jey Uso.
They need to give it to Punk, man. I can't deal with any more Jey Uso.
Hear me out, though. But the thing with Punk is it's always like he was great when he's a heel champion. when he's not a heel champion, I think it's better when he's in the hunt.
Here's a question for you, though. The way he comes out makes – I don't think the fans will ever let CM Punk be a heel again.
I think he can still pull it off.
You could do the most dastiest deed. He could come out and do the biggest, nastiest thing you could make him do.
He did it in one night years ago. Do you remember how he did it years ago?
Not the pipe bomb.
No. So he was champion and was able to turn heel by attacking The Rock. In one night, he turned everybody against him. And then he was heel.
Do that too now? Would be Cena.
No.
But I'll tell you this right now. You know what WWE needs to play? They need to play that promo his wife cut 10 years ago for today's fans, for today's wrestlers.
They have done that.
I'm saying is you put that out there today and let her speak her mind. I'm just saying is I wish you had another woman who could rip apart the women the way she did in that promo.
This is I've had my moments of fantasy booking, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but here's what I want. Here's what I want to see. Jacob, before you start getting mad, I want you to listen to the full idea.
Uh-oh.
You as well, because this is going to piss you off too. I want Stephanie Vaquer to lose the belt to Brie Bella. Hold on. And I want Brie Bella to lose the belt to AJ Lee as her. And the whole premise of it is, you fucking bitch, you took what was mine 7 years ago. You took the fucking streak that I had, the run that I had, and you corporate bitch, you took the longest reigning Divas Championship away from me. And now I'm taking this from you.
Once you get a taste for something different.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, except for one thing. Do they even acknowledge the Divas Championship that much anymore?
Fucking, it's all that Brie had to fucking go with. That and her tits. Sorry,
Well,
I'm trying not to be.
You're talking about Nick. Brie never had tits.
I'm sorry,
Come on.
Nikki. I'm sorry, Nikki. I want
I was
Nikki.
going to say, the only thing Nikki had was the fact that she was sleeping with the top guy in the company.
And she had the longest title reign, longest Divas title reign ever.
Hence, because she was sleeping with the top guy in the company.
Whatever. She had it, and she took it from
And so one time I would not defend John Cena on his politicking. He politics for the wrong reasons for that. He wasn't thinking with the right head. I get it.
He won't defend John Cena, but will he defend John Cena?
Okay, you talk.
I'd rather.
Accent. I'm sorry, I had to go to my Boston accent.
I would rather eat a live chicken whole than fucking see Nikki Bella be a champion in 2025. Like that's just it's just horrible. And that's the worst. That's probably the worst thing you've ever pitched.
I thought you were going to say a live skunk.
I don't know. I've eaten a mealworm before, and I bet that's better than fucking this shit. No, never again.
As long as you don't say you'd rather eat Nikki Bella, that's fine.
I'd eat Nikki Bella, because that's itself. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, you
never turn down a free meal.
All I'm saying is, like I said, I think the story writes itself.
No,
Gerard, you said it yourself, right? That AEW gives fans what they want all the time, right? Without build, without anything.
Give me what I want.
Okay, Batista.
What I'm saying is, has he been inducted into the Hall of Fame since they announced it?
No, doesn't work for me, brother.
Poor guy.
What I'm saying is, Gerard.
Yep.
It writes itself. You have the woman that WWE tried to whitewash AJ Lee with. She was there. She was everything they wanted her to be. Punk and AJ were over, but WWE at the time wanted Cena and Nikki. And so what they did was they tried to rewrite history and make it seem as if John was the man, Punk wasn't shit. They fired the man on his fucking wedding day, and his wife carried on, and she went through hell there. And then she got to watch some fucking broad go in. And I'm not trying to be ugly to all women, but no one's going to tell me because Nikki oh my God, she changed her style a little bit. Nikki was never, I disagree with them being in the Hall of Fame. I disagree with her wrestling. I think she's here because she needs to fucking ego boost to make her feel better about herself because her fucking career was bogus. All she was a fucking boob job and a fucking television show, in my opinion, and she never fucking mounted to shit. And that's just, again, me being a fucking mark-ass fucking show guy, whatever. I think it writes itself, and that you right the wrong. You want to make things right with Punk and fucking AJ from the fans' perspective. I think there's plenty of fans that are willing to see that match and AJ go over and show the world you should have never put your money on her. You should have put your money on me.
Well, the one thing I would say about that is, okay, we condemn, we attack Vince McMahon for his alleged tryst behind the scenes.
His alleged Trish?
I said tryst.
Trish? Yeah, his Trish.
Behind the scenes with women. But you can't tell me, it's still in today's world of 2025, you don't have women out there that will throw their sexuality to still get what they want.
100%. Not arguing that.
And
Not
my
the
thing is,
same thing.
Hold on, Gerard. Hold
my-
on. She doesn't talk a lot. Wife, educate this crazy scener.
No. You gotta let me finish.
It's not the same. For a woman to decide she wants to pop her tits out or show her ass, that's on her. But to have to do it and be coerced to do it in order to gain traction in her career is where the problem is.
Slam.
No, what I was going to say is when a woman does it on her own tuition, to get it, to do it on her own, to where she's going to use her body to sell herself. Why is it okay? But it's not even frowned upon. But now that same woman, on the other hand, wants to pick and choose who she's going to go after. Even though she did it that way, she'll complain, pick and choose that, oh, I shouldn't be treated that way, even though she's the one who initiated it. And my world is when I believe Nikki was doing that because, if I'm right, look at who her first boyfriend was.
Nick Nemeth?
Yes. Okay. And as soon as they broke up, his push, boom. Then she goes to
be fair, Vince really never liked him.
And then she goes with John. And then look what happens.
Big match, John.
She got the ultimate push.
And I'm just saying, is the fact of, if anything, why did he take the nosedive and not her?
Who, Nick or
Nick? Yeah, why did Nick take the nosedive? He shouldn't have taken the nosedive. Hey, we can do the same thing when it came to China. She should have never taken a nosedive because her and Hunter decided to split up, and he's going to go with Stephanie. She took a nosedive.
well, because it was
China's another one too that like what Trips was bringing up. Like she was another one that was coerced to like fucking dress like slutty and like have her tits out and shit. Like
Actually, she was kind of proud of that because of what she started at.
Well, she started to get proud of that, but like if you want, like it after a while, because what she ended up doing, obviously, but like in the beginning, like she was pressured to get surgery and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
she just said, she was very fucking broken. Add to that, please. Here,
But
add to that.
no, I'm just saying, if you watch that documentary on at the end where she was like, "I'm a legend, I'm China," and how broken she is, that this is what she's been reduced
You want a perfect
It's
example?
awful.
Watch her on the fucking Surreal Life. She was not. And it's a damn shame because I don't know what it was that happened to her because you go and talk to Jericho, right? If Jericho talked about it in one of the interviews he did, where basically he was like, I was going to go talk to Vince. He was going to talk to Vince, and he walked in a room, and Triple H was in there, and he was all pissed off and shit. And he's like, "How could you go so stiff with her?" And he goes, "Y'all told me to go stiff. Y'all wanted me not to pull punches. You gave her a black eye. Well, we might have made contact accidentally, but it wasn't intentional." And they were all up in Jericho's ass. She had that stroke back then because she was dating fucking Paul. She was dating Triple H, and that was the vibe. And she sadly sad to say, she got dropped like a stack of rocks, and she got done dirty. And it's not fair, but ultimately, it wasn't our company. But what it comes down to is the devil you know better than the devil you don't, because we could argue that, yeah, people are getting treated better in WWE, but we as fans are getting fucked. So, there's no middle ground here. It's like, I wish there was, but you're going to get fucked one way, either with lube or without.
And that's why when we go back to the talk of what we talking about how is it time for wrestlers union, you would put the women on the same level as the men in the wrestlers union.
And you're not going to tell me they ain't got the money to do it.
No, put it this way. And, in all 4 of your major sports, when you retire, you get some kind of a pension. You retire from professional wrestling, if you spent all your money, you're fucked. And that's why you see some of these guys last in their 60s or 70s still in the ring.
The problem with that, though, is that the guys on top would have to take a pay cut, and they don't want that. And that's what stopped the union for all these years.
So, let's use Roman Reigns talking about how
$30 million a year.
Let's just talk about him. Okay, instead of getting you 30, you're gonna get 20. But when you retire, you're gonna get paid for the rest of your life. Basically, like we're gonna what's that? Not default. How professional athletes when you get paid.
Are you having a seizure right now?
No, I got an itch.
Can you move your left side of your face?
No.
Is that English you're speaking?
Yes, I'm speaking English.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of the word I'm trying where show her tiny got it and stuff like that, to where they give you the money later on down the road.
Pension?
Deferred?
No, not deferred. We don't know if wrestlers have deferred money.
Well, no, we do know is that they say people like Dana White or people like Vince or whoever will say, I'll take care of you on the back end.
And listen, on the back end right now, Undertaker signed a 20-year contract for $1 million a year with Vince when he was 53 years old. When he's 73, unless he re-ups that, he doesn't get another penny from WWE. And for somebody like Taker, who was there for 30 years, he shouldn't have had to sign a 20-year contract to make sure he was getting paid until he's 73 years old. You have NFL, NBA players and stuff like that. Hey, here's a perfect one. You serve Congress for 2 years, you collect a pension for the rest of your life. But professional wrestlers, the day they're done.
Hold on. That's the U.S. government, and this is fucking entertainment.
No, what I'm saying is,
let's be fair here.
No, I'm saying somebody who makes $200,000 a year gets a pension for the rest of their life. Somebody who might make
wrestlers get royalties.
Yeah, but the royalties.
Do they get royalties from the network or like from Peacock?
No, they can still collect.
Yeah, like in the same way, like in the same way, like in a show, like in the same way, like if you like the people from Seinfeld, like they get a check, like when
no.
Yeah,
what they do,
I'd be for that.
They're talking about syndication rights. They don't get syndication rights.
Yeah, I would think that they should figure something like that out for the streaming.
Okay, so that's the thing, Jacob. Here's the issue with that. What do you do with it though? Because is this entertainment or is it a sport? Because both of them fall under very different guidelines.
Even Hollywood has a union, SAG.
Yep.
So I'm saying is everything that you look at for every aspect of professional wrestling.
Well, that's the reason why
I believe you're right, Leland. I believe you're right, Leland. The guy who's wearing the Grande Americano hat.
Well, and here's the thing, like that's to bring up like SAG and stuff like that. Like that's one of the reasons why Freddie Prinze Jr. hasn't because he was supposed to start up a wrestling promotion, but one of the reasons why it's like taking so long is because he wants this promotion, like he wants the wrestlers to be under SAG contracts too, and that's why it's taking.
Think about how many wrestlers have a SAG contract. Cena probably has one. Rollins, I know
MJF has one.
Roman Reigns probably has one. So.
The Miz has one. Have you not seen his movies? They're amazing.
Yeah, the Marine. Come on, man.
The Marine 17.
Yeah, Christmas Bounty, whatever that one with him and Paige.
Probably have SAG contracts anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. But not everybody does. If you're going to call yourself entertainment, then they should be under SAG or something like that. You're going to call yourself a sport, then you should have a union. But either way or another, somewhere or another. And you know what? I don't want to just see a WWE union, an AEW union, a TNA. No. Wherever you go, you're part of the union. So
No,
Get a minimum.
they're going to be under the union of Millette, McGovern, and Son.
Do we cheat them and how? I'm just saying is though, that's something to where if they could do that and accomplish it, now's the time to jump on it because all those other guys we talked about earlier aren't walking through the door. They're stuck with what they got right now. That's what they're stuck with.
But again, ultimately, it comes down to like
You already got the prices in place to do it. You got the prices in
I'm
place.
going to ask you this. You've been there. You know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm going to ask you this. Is it because guys like Roman don't want to take a cut in that $30 million?
I'm saying, I think
if Roman Reigns came out right now, if fucking John Cena, if fucking CM Punk, if every one of these guys came out and said, you know, I'm willing to take a cut if we'll get a union. I'm willing to, you know, we need because shit like this shit that's happened to a fucking Andrade would not be happening right now if there was a union.
what I'm saying is
That's on the Andrade situation.
you wouldn't get your $30 million. He wouldn't get his $30 million. Now, is that $30 million including royalties? Because I'm only saying is the royalties wouldn't be part of the union contract. It's just like Major League Baseball players. They're part of a union, but nobody makes the same money. I'm saying is professional wrestlers, nobody would make the same money and stuff like that, but they'd all be held to the same kind of after, like, you know, they get their health insurances and stuff like that. They'd have a pension when they retire. Yes, your upfront money is going to go down, but it's going to protect you when you retire because the money that we're going to take out of you is going to be there for when you retire. So you're no longer broke. You don't have to work till you're 70 years old. You're going to have your medical coverage.
Taboo.
And you know,
say what you want about Tony Khan, but they get medical with AEW.
Hey, why the hell is Sting still working? He's 65 years, 60 years.
To be fair, he doesn't have to. Sting's always been a money mark, and I'll always die on that hill because again, like, you know, Sting would charge like he'd charge two separate fees for like conventions. He would charge one fee for Steve Borden to show up, and then he would charge another fee for Sting. And then, don't even talk about if you want the Wolfpack face paint. And it's just like, you know, Sting is just.
What if I got her favorite, the man called Sting?
Oh, the man called
Sting.
I mean,
I love Surfer Sting's my favorite.
He's a man called Sting.
Is it far too long to say that a union belongs in wrestling? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think this is now, like you said earlier, this is now the probably the best time to like at least
for the wrestlers. It's the best time. It's the worst time for the companies, but it's the best time for the wrestlers.
Yeah, I would say so.
Especially
because of how big.
Well, then how do you deal with fucking independent promotions?
Like I just said, the wrestlers would go into the union. Once they sign a contract with the independent union would basically be like, hey, you can be part of it, which means you'll get your medical covered and stuff like that. You might have to pay in until you make it to the big time, but to be voluntarily pay in.
Ultimately, look. If I, you know this better than I do, but this is what I see. What I feel like it should be. You work for a company. If you're going to be an independent contractor, then motherfucker, I get to be an independent contractor. I work for you from this date to this date. I'm required to do this many shows. What I get out of that is you give me medical. You give me like a third of my fucking or 10% of my fucking merch. But I am allowed to do my own podcasting. I'm allowed to do my own entertainment on the side. And if I want to sell my own merch on another competitive site, I'm allowed to do that. Unless you want to pay me a little more and give me more of a 25% split on my merch, then all right, then I won't sell my own private merch. You should be able to
get their own sponsors. Get their own sponsors too.
Well, guys, this right now in this world, in this country, there's close to 4,000 professional athletes in the four sports, maybe a little over. All four.
Well, not basketball. Basketball is not as losing about a third of them though.
Well, what I'm saying is they're all independent contractors signed to their respective teams. Okay, they have their shoe licenses. They have, and they still. One guy gets paid $70 million, and he gets $70 million. Okay, plus he gets all his endorsement deals and stuff like that.
Was it a man called Sting?
No. But he's an independent contractor. For 10 years, his contract is out. But guess what? He can't quit his team. He can't quit. He can't say, no, I don't want to be here no more. I'm out. like some spoiled little brat did. If she's in a union, she couldn't have just walked out the door like that without the union saying, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, but if you're also, but again, you're also talking about a union. The shit that happened to her and being fucking pushed around, would that be happening still if you're in a fucking union?
I'm sick of this narrative that Mercedes was being pushed around. She wasn't being pushed. She was literally the tag team champion when she left.
But they put belts on them that were basically paperweights. Let's be honest. That shit, that booking.
Well, who cares? So what? It's like she was featured on TV every week.
Just so you guys know, I just see a comment by Lee saying, "Hey, yeah, you're right. Anybody can quit any job they want to. You ain't gonna get paid." When he says, "Tell me a job where you can get fired, a job you have, but you aren't allowed to quit." Anybody can. You just don't show up.
But that's the thing. This is what bothers me about that. If you're gonna be an independent contractor, if y'all want to play the game, they don't want to do the fucking union, and they're gonna be independent contractors, then let them be independent contractors. All right, I no longer work for you. We're not in agreement. Fuck it.
You want to sign me as a per diem? In other words, for every day I show up, you pay me for every day I'm there, and I'm not contracted to you. Fine. I'll show my loyalty when you show me your paycheck.
Basically, what Tony Khan was doing with Cody Rhodes at the end of his run, basically.
Because I know somebody who had that deal, and it worked out pretty good. He went to work every day, got paid every day he showed up, made a pretty good living off of it.
Blackjack Mulligan.
Jinder Mahal.
I'm just saying the fact of all professional athletes can have that. The contract isn't just for the company. The contract's for the wrestler itself to where they don't have to worry about tomorrow's paycheck. Because it says, let's just say, it says a 3-year deal.
Well, on top of that, guaranteed money is also fucking what kills this shit.
Yeah, I told you, guaranteed money is killed. Unlike all the other sports, guaranteed money in wrestling has killed the business as a whole.
So okay, so I recently got really into Formula One racing. I think it's I think it's a gentleman's sport. I think it's fucking awesome. The reason Formula. So that's why the show wasn't here. I had a guest. Shout out to the fucking con man himself. Love you, bro. But the way the structure works there is these drivers only have a certain amount of years because as you get older, it's just you can't. 35 is an old man in Formula One, okay? But their contracts basically go like this. You got to perform. If you don't perform, bye.
Is it the top 5, top 10? No, it goes by points, right? It goes
there's a point. There's a point system.
Yeah. Which means if you don't make enough points, your sponsors are out the window.
Well, no, it's not just that. What it comes down to as far as Formula One is that so the company's got to build a car and they have to build a car to their specs and they try to make that car fit that driver. Okay. So you got 2 drivers per team. And if your fucking secondary driver is driving better than you can get replaced like that. And then they have fucking like a B team. And if that B team driver is driving better than you, well, the second man is going to lose his spot. So they're always almost as much as they're a team, they're in competition with each other. They're all trying to fight and vie to be number one. The reason why Steve Austin's era worked so much, you had Steve Austin, you had The Rock, you had Triple H, you had Mick Foley. Hell, you even had the Big Show sometimes, and they're all fighting to be the man. You don't have that now. You have distinguished characters that were forced to be shoved down our throats. Some get over, some don't. Perfect example, Roman Reigns for fucking, 10 years, suffering succotash. He sucked. They let him be himself.
If it was not for COVID, Roman Reigns is probably not even around anymore.
Think about guys
COVID and cancer.
Think about guys that came up from NXT that were a big fucking deal. Tommaso Ciampa was killing it, and then they fucking ruined him when they brought him to the main roster. Shout out to fucking Candice LeRae, who is quietly retired and now going back to a backstage role. Johnny Gargano, one of the greatest fucking feuds you've ever seen in wrestling ever. The first guys to ever in WWE tear the ring and expose the wooden planks and use that in a fucking match in WWE. It was amazing what they did. They brought
what a great era that was, you know.
That fucking black and gold era at NXT was amazing. Not next, NXT. What kills me is Vince would get a hold of these guys and he had money, but it wasn't his. It goes back to the WCW guys. It wasn't his creation. This is why you put Dusty Rhodes and fucking polka dots. It wasn't his creation, so he was going to do it his way, and his way didn't work. Another perfect example, Paul Heyman showed that a section of the crowd could actually get you over with ECW. They brought it back, and Paul even said, I felt like I pimped and whored my creation, giving it to Vince, because that fucking first episode of ECW TV, you had the zombie come out.
I was about to say, don't you dare talk shit about the zombie.
You know what I say about that, though, is that's the way Paul felt, but I bet you he never gave back a paycheck.
I don't give a fuck. The only thing good that came out of ECW, WWE's version, was Do-Rag Vince, and we celebrate him on this channel.
I don't know, man. I think, my favorite thing to come out of WWE ECW is, Elijah Burke, man, because of the great career that he ended up having.
He could have, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, he really was underrated at that time.
He got an opportunity to really be himself in TNA as the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro. And what a fucking amazing character that could have been. But you had Dixie Carter, who was too busy at the bar at night having guys blow her fucking cooch and make her feel like she was a big fucking deal. So, yeah, I don't think D'Angelo De Niro was going to do that. So he didn't go anywhere.
You're telling me it didn't work for you, brother?
No, it wasn't even Hogan at the time that did this. It was all about fucking Dixie Carter with her daddy's money, and many people have come out.
Also, just like another guy who owns a wrestling company with daddy's money.
The difference is he actually gives a shit. Daddy bought me a wrestling company. That was her. This is a guy who, look, say what you want, and I don't always like the guy.
Tony, it probably is kind of similar because I don't think Tony Khan's straight, so it probably is something similar with the
Jesus.
Well, no, he's just banging. He's banging Mercedes Moné. That's the only way.
No, the Beast Mortos is. That's why we're seeing the Beast Mortos on TV more.
The thoughts and opinions of Gerard Millette and Jacoby McGovern do not reflect all of us here at the Marks Podcast. Thank you. Please don't sue us. No, but if you go back, right? And you being a fucking fan that you are, you sat in that musty ass arena in Philadelphia. You saw what people felt something about those guys in ECW. Tony Khan was there too. Tony Khan went to that fucking arena and he felt something. It carried with him to his adulthood.
I'm sure he did.
It was enough. It was enough for him to start a wrestling company with the four guys that were really running the business at the time. They wrote a book, and I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks, but they were tearing up the business at the time. The Bullet Club, for its limited fucking exposure here, was a big deal. You had fucking Bullet Club t-shirts, shout out, and fucking Hot Topic, and motherfuckers were wearing fucking Tokyo Pimp shirts.
And those motherfuckers were sold out for a while. I couldn't get one for a long time.
Exactly. They were doing something big, and Tony Khan wanted to be part of it because he ultimately, like us, like the namesake of this show, is a fucking mark. And the problem I have with it, though, is they take it a little too far. There's got to be a middle ground. There's got to be some of that WWE magic, and the same thing, you have to have some of that care that Tony Khan does have for a business that is, let's be honest, fucking one extreme or the other.
Well, and it's just like when we were talking earlier about like who is going to be the next breakout, who's the next star, that we could, if we're going to introduce someone to wrestling, like this is the guy you got to watch. I don't think there's anyone in either companies, I could make a really, big case for a hologram, but I don't know.
But then again, he leans toward the Latino fucking Mexican side of wrestling, and not everybody's going to be into that.
And I'm not even like, here's the thing with AEW, like they need someone like that can, and here's the thing though, what I'm about to say doesn't make any sense either way, because fucking, like I said earlier, they need to cater to the right audience, but I think they need like a mascot, and they had one guy that they could have had, and they fucking are not doing anything with him, and it's really sad. I wish Danhausen was on TV more, because he is someone like they could put this guy on all the fucking shows, and he could get over with kids, man.
And I agree with you as far as that. WWE would make money with Danhausen all day long because they wouldn't know how to market him. But AEW has somebody else who has proven time and time again that he can be the guy, but they just don't know what to do with him properly. He's better than you. He's better than you, and you know it.
I thought you were talking about Jack Perry.
MJF is the man. Let's just call it like it is. MJF in ring can just about go with anybody. Like, let's just say it. MJF has a style that is hard hitting enough and believable enough, more importantly, that he can wrestle anybody.
And I'm still on the belief that he could be a great babyface if they book it right. Like, I'm still of the belief that they could still do that. But whatever they tried to do when he first came back and they turned him face there, whatever they tried to do there, fucking went over like a fart during a funeral. But it was like I still think he has it in him because he's got some chops in the acting department because I've seen.
Okay,
it.
let me say this. Us three are pretty much hardcore fans. Wife, are you there? Can you hear me? Am I coming? Is there too much snare in my headphones?
No, you're fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
If you had to, you being you, and what we were doing last night, trying to influence somebody,
Mm-hmm.
what do we do? Who would you lean towards? I mean,
It was hard. Like we sat there and tried to think, who could you put someone to without going back to old stuff that's irrelevant? Because like they saw Mankind, they go, "What's Mankind? What's this?" I'm like, "It's great that we would love that if you watched it, but he's not around right now." And so we thought
Ilya
Cody might be,
Dragunov.
because Cody's like, okay, babyface or heel, and it's a great, compelling story, and I mean, it's over.
Dan, mute your mic.
As over as I am.
No, it's hers. She has the echo. She has the echo.
No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm sitting right here.
Ilya Dragunov.
See the skinny one?
he's the one that beat Sami Zayn. He's the one that had the matches with Gunther, and they beat the piss out of each other before Sheamus and him ever did that.
The first Russian-born United States champion, I think.
Save it for the starving pygmies down in New Guinea. Amen. You gotta call me something. I'm gonna do a little Larry the Cable Guy on you.
What did I call you?
No, a little while back. And I just had to pull save for the starving pygmies down there in New Guinea. Amen.
I'm gonna hook up a trailer to his fucking belly button ring.
A belly button ring. Hey, listen, you keep that up, and I'll do a truffle shuffle.
Go ahead and get those super chats in. We get to $1,000. Gerard's gonna do a truffle shuffle.
This will be the
Hey,
end of the
pal, super
March
chat,
podcast.
rumble rant.
The glorified.
What are we talking about?
Do we miss Gunther right now?
No. Unfortunately, no.
No,
I
think it's really convoluted right now. I think we need some clarity.
But when he comes back, are you going to be glad to see him come back?
I mean, yeah, because Gunther is great. He's a good worker. He's good on the mic. He's gotten way better on the mic, actually.
Jacob, his timing on the mic has gotten a lot better.
I got one for you.
I just think the way he lost to Punk, I think we're gonna need a little bit of a little reintroduction to Gunther. I think because the way he lost to Punk and just kind of disappeared.
We're gonna get Walter back.
No, because I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't like.
Let me
it
ask you
sucks
this.
because Ludwig Kaiser just kind of disappeared, and I kind of think Gunther needs Kaiser with him, or he needs someone with him. Like he needs someone
who
on
grab
his
his
side.
jacket.
What's up? Yeah. He needs someone to catch his jacket, but Giovanni Vinci got fucking taken, and shot behind a fucking barn somewhere. I have no clue whatever happened.
Well, I got a better question for both of you. Where does Gunther go? Does he go to Raw, or does he have unfinished business there, or does he go to SmackDown? And do we do Gunther versus Cody or Gunther versus somebody else?
What the hell?
Eric Lima's shenanigans of 1977. Eric Lima's shenanigans of 1977. Nice. That sounds like an old tale of sometimes. Oh, the tale of Eric Lima's shenanigans.
What's going on, Eric? He's a fellow Bostonian. He's a lover of all things Red Sox, and he's a lover of fucking the Patriots. So you and him would get along great. Both of you.
So he must be loving this right now. 6-2, baby.
Put your tits away, Gerard.
6-2, baby.
Who's gone? Belichick? Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you're still the 6 Super Bowls over your 3 that you were what 5 for.
Okay.
I actually have seen a Super Bowl in my lifetime.
I seen
Whatever happened to that Aaron Hernandez fellow? I mean, that guy. He seemed like
why are you gonna?
He seemed like a swell guy.
I don't know. He's hanging around somewhere.
God.
Fucking horrible, both of
Wait,
you.
what happened?
What happened to that guy?
What happened?
I think he's hanging out with this guy named Chris Benoit. I think they're pretty good buddies.
Chris Benoit. Have
During
you seen the fucking AI videos of?
No,
of,
no. You know what?
Jake,
Those are
Hold on.
horrific.
Hold on.
I've seen those.
Hold
Hey,
on. I want to.
If you get gym membership, you can hang out with them.
Oh my God.
Yes, we know that you're a Tony Storm lover.
Sponsored by PTX.
Sponsored by them cheeks. I do want to talk about that. You know, we're about 30 minutes, 20 minutes left. What the fuck is going on with AI? I watched Martin Luther King turn heel last night in a WWE promo. Can we pull that up? Can we
Dude,
pull up
I saw
Martin-
I saw the one with fucking Chris Benoit coming out on Dynamite, and I literally I had to do like a double take. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Unbelievable. It's so realistic.
Dude,
Bob
it was
Ross,
like they all
fucking
age
Bob-
him up too. It's horrible.
I saw fucking Rosa Parks turn heel.
I saw
the-
an Eddie Guerrero one that made me sad. I was like,
Oh.
God damn it. Yeah, it was like that. God,
The
that
one
would
with
be great.
Dom.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like where he confronts Dom and shit. I was like, oh God damn
God.
it, you
Oh God.
motherfuckers.
Oh God. This is it. She's got it.
Oh no.
I saw one where it was Stephen Hawking going down on the X Games.
Yes. I saw Timmy and fucking Jimmy from
You know what
South
you sound
Park.
like to me right now?
No.
When she's holding the lollipop and she got the circle in the lollipop, and I see Johnny and Timmy and Sandy. And... For all you kids who don't know what romper room is, go Google it.
I was born in 2000.
Are you about to play this? You about to play this? Fuck it, let's do it.
Let's go, Junior.
Ooh, calling you out, Trips. Calling
Look,
you out.
old man Millette. Give me a second.
She's got to get the ones of John Cena, all right?
John
No,
Cena.
no, 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 no.
Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I haven't seen any of them, so.
Oh yeah, because fucking old man Gerard barely learned how to make fire.
Hey, you should have seen the way I wanted to start the show tonight.
On fire? You're gonna set yourself on fire? If I don't make the show, I will set myself on fire.
I was going to do the Halloween opening. I was going to come out of my bushes.
Oh God.
So while we're waiting for that, did you guys see the story that Charles Manson apparently wanted to meet Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Eric says hi, by the way. Here we go.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, there's a time I'm like, well, yeah, because Charles Manson didn't die until like a couple years ago, right?
Here we
He
go.
didn't do it either.
Ready.
Well, put it up there, Junior.
Oh God.
No more. I am the.
This AI technology.
You're intimidating. Want to know the truth? I ain't got no dreams no more. I am the.
This AI.
I ain't got no dreams, no.
So it's Martin Luther King, and he comes out and goes, "Y'all want to know the truth? I ain't got no dreams no more."
He got the championship on him. You know what it looks like? It looks like a dressed up D'Lo Brown.
How dare you? The Mr. Rogers one, like this Suno fucking AI shit has gotten out of hand.
Well, you know what? You know when they're gonna put. You know when the FCC or something like that is gonna put a stop to it. Is when something like that gets put out there, and it actually costs somebody their life.
I'm gonna put Gerard Millette on here pretty soon because remember I did do AI videos of y'all. I was able to pull that off. Remember that?
Next, you're gonna put a video of me somewhere.
Oh no,
Wait.
I remember Chayton did a video like a couple months back where he like AI called me and I started talking about Mexicans or something like my AI. I was just like, oh no. I need to find that because I started talking about something outrageous when I was my AI voice.
So, talking about AI, WWE is going to start using it to write their storylines. Have y'all heard that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than fucking Road Dogg. I mean,
oh you didn't know?
The last.
and I'm sure anything is better than fucking Road Dogg. You know what I mean? So it's like, Yeah, it's like there's probably a lot of things better than that. But see, here's the thing: like with this whole AI bullshit, it's really like Gerard said, it's really going to get to a point where something bad's going to happen with this because, like I said, like I'm usually good with deterring like what's real and what's fake. But like when I saw that Chris Benoit thing, I was like, oh shit! Like I had to do a double take, even though I knew.
Okay,
this
Dan,
man
what's
is
the
long
joke?
gone.
The hero of the New England people, and Daniel.
Yeah, John Cena.
Okay, I found it.
You found what?
I found it.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be bad. No, it's the one you were looking for.
Well, no, I found it, but I couldn't put it on Instagram.
I know, I found it.
The hero of the New England people, and an inside joke.
Because Dan is the hero.
I'm not. Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? Shush, shush, shush.
You want me to talk? I'm talking.
Are y'all ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Are you ready for this?
Uh-oh. What the heck?
You want to know the truth? I ain't got no dreams no more. I am the dream.
What did you say that? The crowd is turning on him.
Wow.
This is
How long? Here's my question for you. Somebody in the MLK's family, MLK, Martin Luther King's family, is going to see that, and they're going to put out some kind of thing.
Robin Williams' daughter already said some shit about it because she was
Absolutely.
like, hey, yeah, she's like, can you stop making videos of my dead dad and sending them to me? And it's like, yeah,
it's traumatizing her. It's
Whether it's funny or not, I agree with her because of the simple fact that if he had passed away naturally, I get it, understandable. Let's do it. But for the tragedy that he did, it'd be like, what's next? AI going to come out with a JFK one? With the way people sometimes die, the sensitivity angle needs to be included in that. Dying of old age, just because you're old, okay. If you want to do something about it, that's fine. Jeff Dunham does something about Joe Biden. He did something about Barack Obama.
Dunham's still around?
Yeah, Dunham is still around.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
At long last, I have returned.
What I'm saying is
the hero of the Mexican people.
Ramses is number one. His eyes are number one.
The hero of the New England.
I am the hero. I'm El Grande. El fucking.
El Mexicano.
I am the hero of the Mexican people. I'm El Gordo el Mexicano.
So does Eric walk around with a mask on?
I am the hero of the Mexican people. He refers to me. I've come to join your program today.
Okay.
To give some class to this senseless nonsense you speak, especially you, Mr. Molete. You make me sick with the way you talk about my people. How dare you talk about El Grande Mexicano, the greatest wrestler of all time? Next, you're going to say that Tom Brady is the greatest football player of all time. You don't even play. When do you ever put your foot in the ball? That's racist. That is a racist thing to say to the hero of the Mexican people. You're going to let this man, Mr. Jacoby, you're going to let this man talk to the Mexican people this way?
Here's the thing. I love my people. Don't get me wrong, but if
you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't let him talk this way.
No, it's okay, Gerard. It's I'm ashamed that you're playing our people's theme song out of context. We only play it one day.
I'm sorry. I apologize for not having bagpipes with me, so I cannot play it on the bagpipes.
But that's Irish.
Why would you play that on the bagpipes?
How would you play out on bagpipes? That wouldn't work.
That might
because
be the
Wait, I'm not-
whitest thing I've ever heard.
because our hero.
You too, woman. You too. You would dare talk about the hero of the
Wait a minute.
Mexican people.
Hey,
Do you know how many goats I have? How many chickens?
Listen.
How many things I have? How I worked a deal with this Logan Paul to bring Prime to Mexico.
hey, our hero played your national anthem with bagpipes in the middle of the ring. Okay, while
Roddy,
wearing a
Roddy Pipe, the man who made himself black and white.
yes, and he graciously did your national anthem in the middle of the ring.
La Cucaracha is not our national anthem. How
No, it's
dare you?
Despacito. It's Despacito.
It is indeed Despacito.
Yes,
It is
everybody knows
indeed
that.
Despacito is our national. Thank you, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber has sacrificed so much for the country of Mexico. He finally gave us back Selena Gomez. Thank you, Justin.
I thought you were just going to say Selena.
You do not get to say her name.
Man.
You son of
Sad,
a
whatever happened to her, man? You know, she was.
You didn't have a shot.
Yeah,
Jesus.
she didn't have a shot. Man. I thought she got stabbed.
Women.
No, she was shot
No.
by the president of her fan club.
Yeah.
Ah, that's sad.
I thought this was supposed to be a wrestling program. How does
Yeah.
this? What happened to you people?
Well, somebody brought up.
No, I
AI.
think we should, if we're going to talk about, wrestling, I really think we need to talk about this glorious Halloween Havoc show that just happened. I mean, do you guys watch Halloween Havoc? Are you guys excited for NXT right now?
What?
Is there any?
Peyton Paxley. Peyton Paxley.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, here's something. Actually, something did come out today. WWE's been posting these cryptic videos of a man walking, and I really think it's time for the return of
Alberto
and
Del Rio.
yeah, see,
I
I would
hope
love
it's not Del Rio.
I would love that. There's the music hits and we hear the din 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 din.
What if we just break the walls down?
Hey,
You know
that
what
would be great.
You know what I really don't like? How dare you insult him by calling him L.A. Park? His name is La Parca.
La Parca.
I think we saw 2 seconds of Halloween Havoc last night. It was what Matt Hardy looked a million years old.
Matt Hardy looks like a
Both of
geriatric
them,
man.
it's seeing Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, old like this, still doing ladder matches against two fucking what's one of their names? Fucking Osiris Griffin. I had to look at that and I was like, "Are you fucking?"
Why is this man's name Sugars?
Yeah, Saquon Sugars.
Sugars.
Saquon Sugars.
Sugars.
Because he's so sweet.
It's just it was
Kind
terrible.
of like Gerard's guest think.
Yeah, like seeing Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy just compete in these matches and seeing how old they look and how slow they look and how obvious
It was
pain
really
they are.
sad.
Devon
Obviously
Dudley.
in pain both of them are. It's like seeing, like someone take my neighborhood, like my childhood dog and just like hit it right in front of me. It's like
Devon Dudley's forehead looks better than the Hardys combined.
oh, can we talk about that match too? The last match with Team 3D and the Hardys, because that was kind of sad to watch too. Shit, like fucking Devon, stumbling around. Honestly, Bully Ray looked the best out of all of them, and I was.
Can we
pleasantly
talk about
surprised.
how Devon said that AEW is too pushy?
Can we talk about how he alluded to Jim Ross being a racist? That was kind of funny.
Oh, that was absolutely. That was not only kind of funny. How much did that not go over for JR?
Yeah.
Because when he first started talking, I thought, oh, what's he talking about? Ed Ferrara? And then when he said the thing about Oklahoma, I was like, oh God.
Yeah. And then Maven basically confirmed it. He said something. He was all like in the like JR's voice. How they're gone sooner.
My thing is about that is okay.
I enjoy Jim Ross's barbecue sauce on my tortillas.
Okay.
Put barbecue sauce on your tortillas. Your tortillas, man.
Tortillas.
I remember when I was in elementary school, they would give us like these little smokies and a tortilla with barbecue sauce. And like I remember thinking back that I was like in third grade, and I thought that was a slight
It
against
sounds
God.
delicious.
Oh, it was awful, man.
I actually made up some nice pulled chicken for today. Mm.
Oh, nice. This is the.
I
pulled
bet
chicken
you like to
podcast.
pull your chicken.
Listen, What's the name for a male chicken?
Gerard,
No.
dickhead.
No.
The-
It's a rooster.
It's a Richard Cranium.
Yes. See?
It's a Richard.
And what's the name of a South Carolina football team? The nickname? A game what?
You know, if you look up on Google mountain chicken, it's the best name for an animal of all time.
A mountain chicken?
Yeah, just Google mountain chicken.
Is that like blue waffle?
No, it's not. It's not sexual. I guarantee you. I promise. I know. Sometimes I'm joking, but like, yeah.
Oh
no,
my gosh, he's actually looking it up.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're fine. I wouldn't do that to you, Trips.
He's sabotaging the whole program.
Listen, okay?
It's a giant ditch frog.
Yeah. They call it a mountain chicken. I don't know why.
The giant
I like
what?
it. Ditch frog.
Yeah, it's a giant frog, but they call it a mountain chicken for some reason.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like that's what I don't get. Like, you know, have you ever seen a red fox? It's like it's not a, you know, like, or a red panda. It's like it's not a fucking panda. It's a fucking ferret, bro. That's what it
It's
looks
a
like.
bear. It's a tiny little bear. It's adorable.
No, I'm talking about a red panda.
Yes, it's a tiny little bear. It's adorable. It looks like a panda, but little, like a little raccoon.
See, this is how interesting wrestling is right now. We're
What?
talking about fucking red pandas.
Can't talk about pandas.
We talk
We're
about
talking about
pandas.
red pandas and mountain chickens. All right, that's the name of this episode: red pandas and mountain chickens.
That's going to be fucking
I
your.
like that. I'm going to change the name.
That's what you're going to be your wrestling name. Fucking Jacoby and Gerard. The mountain chicken and the red panda.
The red panda and the mountain chicken. You know, I could make that work, honestly.
I think we
You
should.
see, you're calling me a French frog.
It's better
was
than
actually-
being called a French,
I was
fag.
actually
Like
calling
Jade
you the
Cream
panda
always
because you're a little soft around the edges.
It's like what JBL used to call Dave
Well,
Green all the
listen,
time, French.
coming from a man who's not half the man he used to be, you know,
I took an ugly turn.
You know, I love that JBL does the commentary for these AAA shows, and you know he's come so far. You know, he was
I should do the commentary for this
taking him
show.
back into Mexico, and then now
You should
he's
be what?
commentating.
I should be the commentator for the AAA shows.
I mean,
you
you'd
should
be
the
better than
commentator for
Conan.
Triple A shows.
I should.
Can you
I just
have
want
one
to say
SNL?
the best thing. You know, the best thing about this card here is, Mr. Iguana. He's from, from a part of Mexico where they have the most iguanas, and
My finishing move is actually called the mountain chicken wing.
the mountain chicken. But like,
I thought it was called the Rocky
Wait,
Mountain
so is
Oyster.
Conan not like gotten any better?
You know that?
on
Insufferable prick.
commentary. No, it's
I thought your finishing move was always called the Rocky Mountain Oyster.
oh god,
No, it's just called the big bull's balls. That's what it's called.
big bulbous balls.
You are what you eat.
With JR's
They are
barbecue sauce.
delicious.
JR's barbecue sauce is supposedly really good. I really want to try some. Yeah, he's got some main event mustard, and that sounds like something. But
That sounds
trips.
dirty, actually.
You have that other video.
Which video?
the Pain Olympics.
No.
He wants to show off himself. That's what we should actually. Well, how much time do we have left?
We
7
have
minutes.
6.5 minutes.
We have 6 minutes. Before we end the show, we should absolutely show the video of one of our hosts touching two women while wearing a big striped shirt.
I wish.
He was trying to he chases them around, trying to touch them for 5 minutes in the ring.
But
Yes,
if you wanna
on
be
the
good
butt.
about it,
He tries to touch them on the butt.
who did I start that? Who was I in the ring with to start that thing now? Oh, I don't know.
God.
A godfather?
A retired old pimp.
It's Papa Shango, motherfucker.
A voodoo witch
The
doctor.
Good father. That's my favorite.
He
gimmick.
was a voodoo
Good
witch
father.
doctor. He was the supreme athlete. He looked like Bill Cosby.
And you know what?
Jack
He would
Swagger.
get- he would get you a ride on the
The broke train.
With Jacob right now wishes he had one of those.
Right? God, I was in
Jacob-
Alaska. I was in Alaska the whole time, man, just sitting there.
Jacob is one of those.
Oh,
Man, I
Well,
wish.
hey, think about it like this. The only other time we ever heard the word hoe at all of
Can we
wrestling.
look up that video?
Hey, do you know the only other time we ever heard the word hoe in all of wrestling was by Jim Duggan?
Hulk Hogan.
No, Jim Duggan. Ho! Which Godfather should have got his services when they came out, just for Duggan to say ho.
Jim Duggan, and the Godfather could have started a tag team called Morning Wood.
No, Morning Glory.
The Glory Hole.
Glory hole.
The Glory Hole. There we go. The Glory Hole.
Hey, come on, man. Sonny's in prison.
Oh, did y'all talk about that?
Why?
The fact that Sonny was trying to bed Jim Ross live with him and said she would cook for him, clean for him, fuck him after his wife
This is
died.
right. We talked about Jim Ross earlier, and as she looks up this video, Jim Ross came out and did an interview saying that Sonny tried to seduce him to stay with him. She said she would fuck him, cook for him, clean for him, so she could be safe and live with him. After
Jacob, take that offer.
I mean, it is Sonny, at the end of the day.
Wait,
But I would take it.
look, there have been sunnier days in the World Wrestling Federation.
Absolutely.
Are we talking 90 Sonny? Or are we talking 2020 Sonny who looks
95. 1995, Sonny.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I'd go Mae Young before fucking Sonny.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I
Mae
know.
Young was a classy woman.
Hey, all you have to take care of it. Hey, let's give her a hand.
Yep. No.
I know
Yeah.
you
I mean,
want
here's the thing, man. Can you
me.
imagine Jim Ross, whispering, sweet nothings into your ear, man? It's like, ugh.
I'm gonna baste you with my sauce.
No. He'd be caught up. No, come on.
We're gonna have a slobber.
It's Sonny.
We're gonna have a slobber knocker.
It's gonna be a slobber knocker.
That it's tougher than a $2 steak.
Oh. $2 steaks, I'll tell you. Denny's. Oh. But it's the only thing at 2
Denny's.
o'clock in the morning. It might be
yeah.
a $2 steak at 2 o'clock in the morning, but you know what?
How depressed do you have to be to go to Denny's at 2 o'clock in the morning? First of all, to even go to a Denny's. At 2
How
o'clock.
depressed do you have to be to sleep with Sonny today? I have to say,
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, listen.
But like
I don't say you got to be depressed, Jacob. But when you've been drinking a couple,
that's true. Drinks, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, that's true.
Denny's is the White House of the, White Castle of the South.
Yes.
Yeah. I go to Waffle House. I like Waffle House.
It's a Waffle House.
Yeah. Oh, those are always fun because y'all.
who was the one that was crazy that was always with Sonny that New Jack wouldn't even touch?
Not
She was in She was in WCW for a little bit as an announcer for a while. She called
Not
herself Missy Hyatt. Missy Hyatt. I once slept with Missy Hyatt. I have never recovered. That is why I wear this mask.
Nowadays, it's Tony Storm, Harley Cameron. See, Harley Cameron's attractive, but like her tits are just so fake to me that I just feel like if I took like a little needle and just popped, just like like they would just pop. But it's just like I'm not a big fan.
No, it would be like a bike wheel. It would be like this.
Nikita Lyons is great, but she just seems dumb. So, but yeah, no, I think I would say Io Sky.
Nikita Lyons tights are made from the same material as my mask. It's not very good.
Yep.
Silicone heaven, huh?
Are you ready? Watch this grown man try to touch a bunch
Never
of.
miss our latest videos. Join the fun in the BTW Vault.
Oh no, we're going to get struck by the god. Why is it lagging so much? Why is it lagging so much?
Not like it for me.
Oh, maybe it's just me.
It is time once again for everybody to come aboard the.
Oh God!
Let me look around. Is there any pimps up in this house?
I'll be at Applebee's after the show. Sorry, I'm sorry. I like The Godfather, but it probably was true.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you wear the Shawn Michaels shorts, man?
I can't be wearing shorts. It was 20. It was outside show. It was probably 50 degrees and a drizzle. Wow.
I'll put the link to the video in the description
Wow.
so people can watch it in real time since this is lagging.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Well, the question remains, Gerard. Are you going to referee again?
This show behind me next Saturday night in Augusta, Maine.
Hell yeah.
We're counting on Gerard to get the Kurt Angle interview.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And if Andrade isn't picked up by ICE by then we're hoping we can get him as well. I can say it because I'm also Hispanic. ICE is our
Don't
word.
forget about Santos too. Santos is still lurking around there somewhere.
He just signed another deal with WWE.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
listen. You know who I'm looking for the most is this guy right here. This guy right over here.
Your watch?
That guy. This guy behind me right there. That guy.
The guy with the
Riddle?
picker?
No,
Your
no,
picker?
no. This
Matt
guy.
Riddle? Really?
PCO?
That surprises me. Oops. Oh, shit. Hang on.
What you guys? I want to make sure he didn't do one.
We got kicked out because Gerard said pecker.
I didn't say Pecker.
He said pecker.
No.
Want to see PCO?
Gerard
What?
said pecker.
All of you Marks have been listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.